اومدید به یه ویدیوی انیمیشنی ترسناک فان جدید دیگه. امیدوارم که پیشا پیش از دیدن این ویدیو لذت ببرید. اگر دوست داشتید ویدیو رو اول کار لایک کنید، دوست نداشتید وسطش، و اگر بازم دوست داشتید در انتهای ویدیو اگر خوشتون اومد لایک بکنید. راستی قراره یه دونه ویدیوی احضار جن به همراه یک مدیوم و یک متخصص رو رکورد بکنم. نمیدونم چرا دارم این کارو میکنم. اگر دوست دارید این کارو بکنم توی کامنت اعلام رضایت بکنید و سعی کنید این ویدیو رو لایک کنید و با دوستاتون به اشتراک بذارید. تعداد کامنت زیاد نمیخوام، هم که ویدیو رو مطمئن باشید لایک کردید برای من کفایت میکنه. با این حرکت یه دونه ویدیوی احضار جن به همراه یک مدیوم رو براتون رکورد میکنم.
We were laughing and drinking when Corey said, "Have you guys watched this new series called Squid Games?"
Oh?
I'm not a big fan of web series as they take a lot of time to finish.
No, I haven't, but
everyone in my office was talking about it last week. What is it about? Jonah replied, "It's basically a thriller where childhood games become dangerous in real life. Like someone who fails to play by the rules gets killed." I see. What kind of childhood games? Well, like tug of war, marble games, and especially red light, green light. Oh yes, I remember the last one. Didn't we used to play that a lot when we were kids? Hell yeah. Old memories started to come back again as we four childhood friends sat in my living room and laughed about it. Jonah, Corey, me and Oliver all grew up in the same neighborhood, playing and studying together. With time, we all drifted apart, but somehow after 10 years, we have reunited once again. It was Oliver who made it all happen. He has always been the friend in need, no matter how much we pranked him in our childhood days. After 10 years, Oliver connected with each one of us, and we agreed to meet for a house party in my Los Angeles home. As we all sat together with delicious dishes and drinks, we started cherishing each other's company once again. While we talked about the Squid Games, Oliver interrupted, saying, "Do you guys remember how you used to slap me on the head when playing red light, green light?" Jonah took a big bite of a chicken leg and said, "You mean that statue game, right? That's what I've been telling you guys." Corey replied, "I felt a bit embarrassed because we really did bully Oliver a lot when he was a kid. He used to be chubby back then, and we always found a way to make him the one calling out so that we can play the game and slap him on the head after reaching the finish line." Yeah, we were such stupid and mean kids back then. Oliver smiled and again said, "Well, it's fine. I never minded." Suddenly, Jonah got up and slapped him on the head, saying, "Of course not. You never had a mind, bro." Corey laughed out loud, but I didn't like this joke at all. I told him he was drunk and crossing a line, which he shouldn't. I could see a wave of repressed anger lurking in Oliver's face, but he didn't say anything. He just got up and went to the kitchen to get more drinks. As soon as he was out of sight, I yelled at Jonah and Corey, "Guys, we aren't kids anymore." Oliver took the initiative, bringing us back again. Please, respect him. I knew they ignored my lecture on how to treat Oliver. I got up and went to the kitchen to help him. He was standing near the fridge. I said in a calm voice, "Don't mind them. They have always been jerks. I apologize on their behalf, man. It's fine. I am happy to see you change. What do you mean by that? I have a surprise for you guys. Come on, let's go." Saying this, he walked away and I followed him with mixed feelings. Oliver stood in the middle of the living room and said, "I have a hidden gift for you guys inside this house. We will play a little game until one of you finds it." We all looked at him with surprise, not knowing what the hell he was trying to do. He said, "I'll turn off the power. It'll become dark. Then, you all will split up looking for that gift. Trust me, you won't be disappointed when you find it. The winner will leave with an exciting prize. What do you say? Shall we play?" Well, there's nothing wrong with going back to our childhood days. I don't mind either. Let's do it then. Oliver went to the main switch and turned off the power. My two-story fancy house sunk in darkness in just a wink. I was so confused because I couldn't even tell when Oliver planned all this. Actually, we did ignore him the entire evening like we always did. Maybe he used that opportunity to set it all up. Remember, you can move the entire night until you hear red light from me. So, let the game begin. He lit up 3 candles and handed them to each one of us. I asked him, "What about his candle?" He replied, "I can see in the dark pretty well, It will make things even more exciting. We split up and started to search the house for the gift that Oliver has kept for us. I went straight to my bedroom upstairs and was looking for the thing when I heard Oliver say, "Red light." I became a statue immediately. I was sure Jonah and Corey did the same too. 10 minutes went by and I suddenly heard a metal vase falling on the floor.
Oh my God!
I heard Corey saying, "Jonah, please don't break things." I couldn't help but laugh, thinking she's out of the game and has spoken in statue mode. More time went by and I expected Corey to argue her way out to get back in the game. But I didn't hear her say anything after that. Oliver yelled, "Green light!" I made my way downstairs. I was about to take the last step when someone grabbed my hand and whispered, "Paul, call 911, please. Oliver has gone mad." I saw in the dim candlelight it was Jonah. His face was like a white sheet. "What are you saying?" I asked. "Oliver, he is following the Squid Game theme. Call 911. We must get out of this house." Jonah was about to say more when we heard Oliver's voice from a close distance. "Red light." He entered our room with Corey's candle in hand and stopped. He lifted his other hand, and what I saw made my heart jump right out of my chest. He was holding Corey's severed head in his other hand. He gave the sickest smile and said, "She moved. She lost." Fair enough, right? She won't be able to slap me in the head ever again. I stood there in complete terror because by that time, I have understood the rules. If I move now, I will...
وای خدا پشمام. ببین یه سریال چقدر تاثیر تو کل دنیا داشته که این همه آدم ممکنه کشته بشن. بچه من این داستان واقعا قبول دارم. اگه شما قبول دارید تو کامنت بگید. پرام ریخته. ویدیو رو لایک کن اگه نکردی.
Jonah also stood like a stone as Oliver gazed at us from head to toe, then turned around facing the wall. He said in a creepy voice, "Green light."
Green lights.
As soon as he said that, Jonah and I ran to the main door like scared little kids. I twisted the doorknob and it didn't open. Yes, it was locked. He locked it right away before any of us could notice. I couldn't go on with this insanity anymore. I ran to the power box and turned on the lights. As the bright lights hit the floor, we found Corey's headless body lying on the couch. Blood was flowing from her slashed neck effortlessly. The entire mattress was red. I screamed, "Oliver, why are you doing this? You have to stop this madness." Just then, I noticed a box wrapped in a shiny cover, placed under the same couch Corey was lying on. Before I could contemplate on this thought, Jonah grabbed my baseball bat from the corner, and just then, Oliver yelled, "Red light," and turned around. Even though I paused, Jonah rushed to Oliver to attack him. But before he could reach him, Oliver took out a pistol and shot him right in the middle of his forehead. Splashing a lot of blood and brain matter, Jonah's lifeless body fell on the floor, creating a loud thud. I stood there, trembling in fear, not saying a single word. 2 of my childhood friends are dead in my own home, and their killer was another childhood friend of mine. Oliver smiled at me and said, "I told you, you'll be the lucky one. I will turn around for one last time so that you can go ahead and grab your gift." He faced the wall again and said in a calm voice, "Green light." I lunged to the couch and took out the gift box. Something inside my head hinted to me that I really need to open this anyhow. As soon as I unraveled the gift, I met with the ultimate game plan of Oliver. The gift was none other than my own house keys, which will help me to unlock the door.
Oh my God.
I ran to the door and unlocked it with my shaking hands when Oliver turned at me and said, "Game over," then shot himself in the head. The last gunshot numbed my ears, and I vomited on the house porch after witnessing so much in such a short span of time. When the cops came and witnessed this bloodshed, I just stood like a poor kid who wanted to run away as far as possible. 3 of my friends died in the same night, in front of me, while playing this childhood game that Squid Game brought back to us once again. I wish we never would have treated Oliver like that. If we were really nice to him back then, things would have been a lot different. All of my friends would have been alive.
وای 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 این خیلی پشمگیر زوم بود. یعنی بعد مدت‌های اولین ویدیویی بودش که من تک و توک میخندیدم ولی از تو داشتم میلرزیدم. بچه‌ها یه نکته بهتون بگم، این ویدیو سگانه است. اگر دوست دارید سگانه این ویدیو رو ببینید حتما تو کامنت بهم بگید و این ویدیو رو لایک کنید. یه حمایت سنگین و مشی بکنید که دو تا داستان بعدیش هم براتون بذارم. اگر تازه اومدی توی چنلمون همین الان دکمه سابسکرایب رو بزن تا عضوی از خانواده فرزام بشی. عاشقتونم. مرسی که تا انتهای ویدیو همراهمون بودید. Much you all.